So, Thinking into Results, if you don't know, it's a program that was made by Bob Proctor. So, he's not with us anymore. But Bob Proctor is an amazing, amazing man. And he used the book Think and Grow Rich by, um, I am blanking. I feel like it's Napoleon Hill. But yes, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So, he used that book and he created an entire program called Thinking into Results. I was very lucky about 11 years ago. This was introduced to me. Um, and I've done the program myself. I did it with everyone, but then I've done it myself 3 or 4 times. And it really helps you identify kind of big, audacious, scary goals and go for them. But it really breaks down what you need to understand about getting these goals. So in that program, they also talk about the human mind and how our conscious mind is what takes in all this stuff. So when we're talking about like YouTube shorts and people talking and gossip at the office and um TikTok and Instagram, this is all going in, right? This is all going into our conscious mind. And unfortunately, it'll all start to flow the more you watch it and see it and hear it into your subconscious mind, which then starts affecting your behavior, right? So, like when we're wondering, why do people end up kind of dressing similarly? Or if people spend a lot of time together, why do they end up with maybe the same income level or the same interests? Like, did they have those and then they started spending time together, or did it all kind of work out? So, the more things go in, the more it affects you. And so that's why I'm very committed to putting the right things in. But thinking into results, so I think the first step is you read the book Think and Grow Rich. Fun fact about this book. So my dad gave me a copy of this book. Oh my gosh, like years ago. And he was like, you should read this book. And I thought it was just about money. And I was like, ugh. Like, I don't want to read a finance book. Like, come on, Dad. Threw it on my shelf. And then Brian Buffini was like, you should read this book. He didn't say it just to me. It was to like thousands of people, but it felt like it was just to me. But I'm like, okay. And then someone else suggested it. I was like, all right, I get it. I get it. So I decided to read it. And it's not really about money as much as it's about letting go of fears and really like leaning into your passion and figuring out how to maximize your effectiveness and go for those goals. Phenomenal book. So I'm so happy I read it. It's one of those things I'm like, why didn't I read it sooner? Because I was a stubborn younger person, guys, because I was stubborn. Um, but that book was the basis of this program. So if you have a chance to do the program, I think it's still around. I think you may have to buy it through their programming, Proctor Gallagher Inc., I believe. Um, but the key with it is it's Bob, so he's teaching the courses, and he goes through all of these lessons to help you really understand what drives you, why you need a goal that is scary to actually push you forward, and kind of what will get in the way and how to push through that. But it really, really comes down to putting the work in. One of the things you do in this program is you write out results in your life the way they are now. And if you're not, like, especially if you're not pumped about them. So let's say it's an income, let's say a relationship, let's say it's a friendship, let's say it's your health, your weight, whatever it is. You write down how it is and you burn or rip up. I feel like maybe in global warming, you're not burning a lot of stuff, but you rip it up, physically get rid of that. And then you write out, I am so happy and grateful now that, and you write everything as you wish it was. So you write it as though it's true, even though it's not true. But then you write that out. He wants you to write it 100 times a day. I already write a lot of notes. I don't want to get carpal tunnel. I'm writing it out 5 times a day. So it covers a sheet. But the key, right? The reason you're doing it is you're kind of cheating the system and you're getting it into your mind because you are not only you're thinking it, you're writing it, so you're feeling it. There's the kinesthetic. You're seeing it, aesthetic. And then you say it out loud, which is like so you hear it, but you also speak it. And all of that in repetition starts like funneling through to your subconscious, which then can help your behavior and your results. Now, this this is not an alternative to doing the course. There's a lot more to it than that. But the key is like you still have to put the work in. So you still have to listen to the program, you have to do the work, you have to write the stuff out, and then you have to start paying attention. And so there are things you need to change in your life, but if they're the goals that excite you, it won't be as hard as it may feel.